Okay, I've been painting this door jamb and just using a little paint tray and my little paintbrush like that with the angled paintbrush tip. I've got everything except this flat bit on the door jamb, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. That's what this particular video is about. So, you know, remember if you were watching a previous video, I was saying maybe I'll just cut in these big flat areas and do it with a little mini roller. Nothing doing. I'm not going to do that. I was thinking about it and I thought, nah. I've already painted everywhere else, so the trick with this is getting a nice even amount of paint on there and going back over it so your paintbrush strokes are all blended in there. Okay, try not to do too much at a time, and now see, I'm holding my paintbrush even different than before. And I'm just going to go back and forth like that. And then finish it off going that direction. And making sure I can see where I'm at to start the next go. Now I can hit that like that. Okay. With semi-gloss paint, I get one chance at finishing it, and then that's it. Pretty much. Okay, so I'm doing this flat instead of putting it on at an angle because I've got more surface to do that with, and then I can go back. That's why I don't need the paint roller, and this is going to look really good when I get done. I just blend it like that. See? On your semi-gloss that you've already got on the door jamb. Back and forth I go. Where I stop, nobody knows. Blend it, and I prefer to blend it that way after I have paint on there, because if you put your paintbrush right there and go this way, you're going to see that line. You're going to see a line here. You're going to see a line here. The way I did it, you're not going to see anything. Okay. Now on this, I'm going to start from this inside corner. After I make sure I got enough paint on there, now I can start from the inside corner, go this way, go this way, go this way, go that way. That's done. That top one's done. And trust me, when that dries, you're not going to see the paintbrush stop and go marks or anything. Okay, now I'm going to do this next bit. I'm not sure how I can do it. Maybe I'll do it right here, and you can see, and you can see over what I'm doing. Okay, I'm kind of backhanding it. I could forehand it, but I'd have to be on the other side, you know, inside the house instead of outside, you know. If you feel better going the other way rather than backhanding it, if you want to go forehand, go inside the house. Let's see, I go up from there, pull down, pull down, pull down, pull down. Let's just see if you're better forehanding. You can get inside the house if you want. You know, go that way. I tend to like backhanding it for some reason. You know, now I can stand right here in front of me. Flop it up there, up and down, like that. Okay. Now, because I've already went from the top down, I got to blend in this section to that. So I want to get enough paint on there, and I'm going to go from the bottom up to stop, and just let it flow off there. And I see a little something there. Get that out. Go back up. If I try to go like this, and then like this, and then like that, you're going to see, when it dries, you're going to see that line, this line, this line. You see, that was just to show you. Okay, now go up, up, up. Man, I'm getting little bits in the paint. I don't know where that's from, but I gotta get that out. I'm glad I've got light on my project. You always want to make sure you got plenty of light, whatever you're doing. Okay. Well, let's do the rest of this here. I don't know where I got that. It might have, sometimes you get little bits in your paint. See, I'm only going down that far with this little 2-inch brush. Up, up, up. Kaboom. See where I stopped? Right there. And I'm only going to go down to here. Getting myself a little bit more paint on here. Making sure I get this edge. This little edge here. That's where that weather stripping's gonna go, and it all looks like I got it pretty good. Okay, make sure I get enough paint on. Now, up, up, up. See, because I'm always working with my wet paint and want to blend my new paint into the old paint. And if you go the other way, you're going to show your paintbrush marks. Okay, I'm just going to go down that far. I'm not going to go down any further. Okay, make sure I get enough on there. That looks good to there. Up, up, up. I'm not going to go all the way down. I'm just going to there, I think. Okay. I can see where it is. Okay, from there, start from the bottom up, from the bottom up, from the bottom up, up. Okay, now, once I get this bottom, you know, I'm going to have to go from the very bottom on up. I got the masking tape there so I don't have anything hitting my door threshold. Okay. I'm just putting a little added paint on there. Make sure I have enough. Now I can go up, from the bottom up, from the bottom up. Like that. Okay, that's it on that edge. And I'm going to do that very same technique over here. And am I gonna get my my stool out this time? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I can just get the stool out and just hit it up here. See, you should be able to reach this. And I'm only doing the face, remember? Because everything else has been cut in. Now I go from the top, down, top, down, top, down. I only went that far. But I don't want to, if I see one little spot there, I don't want to put my paintbrush right here and go down. Then you'll see a line. So I got to start from the top and come down, see? Okay. It looks like I got enough paint on here in my my little paint tray to finish this. Make sure I get all this nice and even. Now I go from the bottom up, and you want about the same pressure as you're doing that, so you don't get any paint lines. Okay, you don't want any paint lines in there when you're done. Right? Don't try to extend and go down so far that you're having only a thin layer of paint on there, thinking you can spread your paint out. Get some more paint and put it on there if you need to. Okay, I'm only going to go down to there. Get that the same pressure as before. So I know I got the same amount of paint from the bottom up, from the bottom up. You see one little spot there. Kaboom. I'm sure you're getting the full Monty here, and you should be getting the idea. I think when I get all done, you keep watching these videos, you're going to want to paint something. you're going to just want to do it to see what you can do with your newfound knowledge. See, this time I'm using the edge just to get over to the edge, but I want to then go back flat and make sure it's all blended in enough, and from the bottom up, up, up. Right. I don't like to try to get so much paint on there that on my paintbrush that it's going to drip on the floor, let's say. Let's see, I just did enough for that. Not even the whole jam all the way down to where I'm going. Now I got plenty. I can tell. Bottom up, up, up. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. It almost looks like I know what I'm doing, huh? Just about. Yeah, that's the idea. If I can show you how to do it, you don't have to pay somebody else. You had to pay somebody to paint a door frame and one door. How much would that cost? How much would that cost you if you wanted them to take the door down and do everything you've seen me do? Oh man, a few $100, you know, $300–400 probably, or more. And then next time you need a door painted, you're going to call the same guy. Man, you did a really good job that first time. I need you out again. Here's another $400. And then you do it again. Man, you did such a good job last time. We like you. Here's another $400. On top of that, we're going to give you a $100 tip. There's $500 for doing such a great job. Now, all of a sudden, you've had them back 3 times. 400, 400, 500. That's $1,300 you just paid them. All to do something with about $50 worth of paint. And you could have done everything on your own, right? You could save that money. You really gonna do that? I'm not. And that's what my channel is all about, showing you, an average Joe, because I'm just an average Joe, and if you're watching these videos, chances are that means you're an average Joe too, okay? So if I can do it, of course you can do it. Well, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna call it good. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. I guess it's time to do some more painting.